Hi guys, I wanted to come on here and do a review on the L'Oreal Infallible Pro Matte Foundations. Ever since the time changed and we gained an hour, every single time I get out of work, it is pitch dark black outside. And I feel like I'm leaving work at like 9 p.m. when I'm only leaving at 6. I am so happy to be home during the daylight. Isn't that crazy? Isn't that crazy? Fridays at work, I have half days, so I get the rest of the afternoon to enjoy the daylight, the sun. Not really, it's very cloudy today. I feel like I never see the light of day unless I'm at lunch. I wanted to come on here and do a review on the L'Oreal Pro Matte Foundations. They are amazing. And I say that about every product that I talk about, but pretty much I don't really talk about products unless I think they're amazing. So these are the foundations. I know I have like too many bottles of this right now, but this one's almost out. This one, yeah, this one is my backup because this one's almost out. And then this is when I'm darker. I use a darker shade for when I have a tan or pretty much. I love these foundations. I did a previous video where I compared it with the Maybelline Fit Me Matte and Poreless foundation, and that was a comparison, and I ended up pretty much choosing the Maybelline one. Over time, I've been using the L'Oreal Infallible Pro Matte Foundation, and I've just fallen in love with it even more. But I really do like this foundation, and I felt like it deserved a standalone review. And I know I spoke a little bit about it in my previous video when I did the Dare to Compare with the Maybelline, but this one is a little different because I have a lot of positive things to say about it. This foundation here on YouTube has been very popular. A lot of people compare it to like Makeup Forever or just like high-end foundations. If you could get a drugstore foundation that kind of looks like high-end when you place it on, well, hell yeah, you would go for the drugstore ones. First off, I freaking love this packaging. It is, maybe I should just hold one. I think this is like a bit ridiculous that I'm holding all three. The packaging is awesome. I love that it's a squeezy tube. This one says it's a 24-hour foundation, demi matte finish, air light, oil free, medium to full coverage. My overall feeling about it is that I love it. It leaves me matte throughout the day. The only area that really gets oily by the end of the day is my nose and kind of my forehead, but mostly my nose. But no foundation has ever been able to make my nose completely matte all day. Consistency is awesome. It's a little bit thicker, so I love that, and you can make it a full coverage foundation. You can start off with medium coverage and then go to full coverage by just adding a little bit more, or you could use a denser brush. To get the most full coverage foundation, I use this Morphe brush, and there is no number on it, but it was in the contour set and it's got all the foundation all up in it, so I really need to wash this brush. This one I've been using a lot lately. It's very dense, and the denser your brush, the more full coverage you'll get. And what I do is I don't exactly buff it in, but I'd rather just press it in. So I'll place the foundation all over my face in little spots, like kind of like a Dalmatian. And then I'll take this brush and I will dab it in, and it will blend out perfectly, and it will add coverage just by doing it like that. Me personally, I add a little bit more on my cheeks because I have a lot of redness and all of that. So I will put a little bit more after I've done the whole face. I'll put a little bit more on both sides of my cheeks. Very smooth. Like, I look poreless right now. Look how poreless I look. It acts like high-end. I'd rather use this foundation rather than using a high-end foundation and paying so much more for it, maybe like triple the price just for a foundation that acts just the same as this one. The price point, I paid $11.99 I believe for each bottle, but there was one point where Ulta had a sale on L'Oreal products, and it was 40% off, which was like, what? Girl, ridiculous. So, as for white cast photography and all of that good stuff, how it photographs, SPF in foundation tends to create a white cast on your photos. So this one has, oh, it doesn't even tell you if it has SPF in it. Most foundations have SPF in it, and sometimes I just want like a foundation that just has pigment, you know what I'm saying? Like, I don't want no SPF up in there, and I know it's going to protect my skin, but really, because I ain't looking good in photos. If someone was asking for a recommendation on a liquid foundation or a matte foundation, I feel like this would be the first thing I would tell them to try. Point is, I feel like this foundation is wonderful. It's very matte, full coverage. Love the packaging because it's easy to squeeze out. Consistency is bomb because it's thicker. Easy to apply, probably pretty good with photographs or good with flash photography, cheaper than high-end foundations, comparable to high-end foundations. That's about it, guys. If you liked this kind of video, please give it a thumbs up, and if you want to see more, please subscribe. I have an Instagram and it's crystallam_makeup. I do have a Tumblr and it's called crysweezymakeup.tumblr.com. And yeah, so I hope you liked this video. Please give it a thumbs up. And I'll see you guys in my next video. Bye! Bye.